everyone, this is Evrim Bilgin, real estate agent, and welcome to my channel. I've been getting a lot of mortgage type of questions, so today I decided to have a guest speaker with us, Aaron Hafner from Priority Lending. He's my most trusted mortgage person, so we're going to ask him questions all together. Welcome, Aaron.
Thank you, Evrim. I appreciate it. Thanks for letting me answer some questions for you.
Could you please introduce yourself, your
Yes.
background?
My name is Aaron Hafner. I'm with Priority Home Lending, and I've been a mortgage consultant for over 20 years. So I've been up and down the markets, and I've kind of understand what goes on. So thanks for letting me be here.
Yeah, and we worked together multiple times,
Oh, for sure.
a lot of times, and
Yeah.
everyone was super happy.
And it's always fun working with her, too.
Please tell us about the mortgage rates today. What are they like?
Well, mortgage rates aren't as high as they used to be, I would say, a couple months ago. So a couple months ago, interest rates were probably in the 8% range, and now they've worked their way back down to probably under 7%, which is really good news compared to they were before. I think going forward, I'm not too sure what interest rates are going to do. I think the idea is interest rates are probably going to drop, or everyone's thinking about interest rates will drop, and I'm not sure that's going to happen right away, but I think eventually it will.
Okay, so what are you expecting if you look at the crystal ball?
My crystal ball?
What do you see?
Okay. My crystal ball says that the Federal Reserve, which is the government entity that kind of creates the environment for interest rates, everyone's thinking they're going to create this environment where interest rates will drop. And I think eventually they will, but just a matter of time. So the economy has to, inflation is kryptonite to interest rates. So higher inflation means really high interest rates. And as interest rates become more controllable, then, not interest rates, but as inflation becomes more controllable, then interest rates will drop. And so the expectation was that at the beginning of the year, probably March at this time, interest rates were really going to drop. But I think with the economic news that came out today, with inflation not dropping as much, I think interest rates will drop, but it might be toward the end of the year. So maybe like June, July, August, something like that, until we finally get some real direction of when interest rates will drop.
So if I have a house to put on the market this spring or summer, around this time of the year, in the next 6 months, when would be the best time to put it on market if we're thinking about, interest rate wise?
Well, yeah, I would think if you're trying to get maximum dollar for your property and a lot of competition, to increase the value of it, then you'd probably want to wait until interest rates actually start to come on down. Because I think you'll see a lot more demand for homes, which would mean increases in prices. So if that's the main concern for your seller and they can wait, then maybe that's what you do is you wait until the interest rates actually start working their way down so more people can put offers on the home and increase the value of the house.
Let's see. How does the Fed meetings affect?
Well, that's a great question. So the Fed meets probably every other month. So the next Fed meeting is here in the next 2 weeks toward the end of March. And then again, they won't have another meeting until the beginning of May. And so every time they meet, they discuss the policy of they want to make interest rates higher or lower. And so they make those decisions based upon the economic data that comes out during the course of the year. So I would probably think maybe by the May meeting, they'll have a better idea what interest rates are going to go, head down.
So Aaron, this is going to be my last question for this week. And then if I have a client who would like to sell and buy another house, what would be the strategies that you would give them mortgage-wise to make it smooth?
Yeah, that's a great question, because if you're going to sell your house, where are you going to move next, right? And so that's the big dilemma that people have is, do I buy a new house now and sell later and sell my house, or do I sell my house now and buy another home, right? And so those are the kind of strategies that we can work around that we specialize in. So one of the biggest ones is trying to maybe use the equity that you have in your current home as a down payment on a new home. Right? And so there's different strategies that we have programs that allow you to buy now and sell later, and then use the proceeds when you sell your house to lower the mortgage on the new house that you just purchased. So there's plenty of strategies that we can help you with.
So how does that work? Can you make it more open? Buy now, sell later. They can still use the equity in their house, right?
Yeah. So there's a couple different ways you can do it. So you could probably get another loan if you want to on the equity that you have. So if you have $100,000 in equity, you could use that $100,000 as a down payment maybe on a new house, and use that as your down payment and therefore qualify for that payment. We also have different programs that may not count your current mortgage that you have on your house in qualifying for the new house.
Oh, thank you, Aaron. This was a lot of good information, and we're going to keep going next week. Please do not forget to follow, subscribe, and if you have any comments, any questions, all of my information, contact information is down below. Please don't hesitate to reach out to me. Thank you. See you next week.